Hello, welcome Corencio, and welcome anyone viewing anonymously to Arcade Spirits. Welcome back, and thanks so much for your patience with having to cancel Saturday's stream. That day took a lot more out of me than I thought. I didn't get very much sleep, and then that was Splatoon tournament day, and that went... well, we lost most of our games, but it was still really fun. Yeah. So we did lose most of our games, but at least we played 4 sets, we took our last set 3-0, so that was nice. And the first one, we lost the first 2 games, but we won the last one, and that was against a team that made it to semifinals. So I think that's pretty swell. But yeah, no, I got to the evening, and I was like... It was like 9:30, and I was like, I'm fucking falling asleep standing up. This is a bad idea. So, now, we're here. And it's Arcade Spirits time, but before then, today is 11/11, which is a Homestuck number. It is the fourth and final Homestuck number of the year. This was the day that Act 6 started. It was also the day that in the Alpha universe, the Spurb Alpha was released, and Betty Crocker, aka the Condis, did the big rebranding. So, given that that's a thing, so 4 Fans by Fans is doing another giveaway. You are interested in that? You may check that out. Let me, what the heck am I? I'm clicking on the wrong windows again. It's fine. There's the one I'm looking for. I'm like a little behind on YouTube. Okay. YouTube. I was started to say YouTube, then I just stopped. And then it sounded a little odd. Yeah, things have been a little weird. Okay, so Arcade Spirits 6 I have posted. It's just 7 that I need to work on. So I can erase the links from 6 because I already posted them. Okay. Save. Alright. Now we're up to date. So that is happening. You get 100 entries just from the get-go. Honestly, you don't even have to do any of the other extra crap. It is through Gleam. But yeah, that's for like a coupon voucher for $50 off an order, if you're interested. So that's happening. And in other news, they said there would be Pester Quest news, and here it is. Pester Quest is officially on Android. If you recall, FriendSim, they did the Android port as they were going, but they did not do that with Pester Quest, and it seems they have just decided it would be probably less chaotic to give it a little time and port it to Android a little bit later. I think they had some schmancier crap to do with Pester Quest coding as well. They did some, just like the beauty of watching the like FriendSim Pester Quest stuff just like grow in terms of complexity and like the different stuff they were doing with the like visual novels as a medium, and like, oh, beautiful. But yes, Pester Quest is now on Android. If that is more your thing, or if you have like a tablet you want it on or something like that, it is now available. No word yet on iOS. However, FriendSim is not on iOS, so I don't know. Maybe they'll port them both at the same time sometime in the future. We will have to wait and see, but for now it is on Android. And finally, HIVESWAP Act 2. No, it is not out yet. I think it makes sense for them to not put it out today anyway. I know I saw a few people who were kind of expecting it or semi-expecting it to come out today because it's Homestuck number, but I do recall, I believe it was around the time they started putting out the Homestuck books. Aisha kind of mentioned that, like, from that kind of time forward, they were going to be trying to move away from only doing things on the big number days because, like, that gets kind of restrictive. So it is not out. But the Steam page was updated. They updated the description, and they also added the content warnings. So the mature content description, which I know everyone's all the most excited about, contains fantasy violence, strong language, suggestive themes, and mentions of drug use. So all of that stuff was all in FriendSim. That all checks out. And so I actually haven't read this yet. I actually only was informed of this change like 2 minutes before stream started. I was on Discord and someone was like, oh yeah, they added all this stuff. And I was like, oh my god, they added stuff. So now I'm looking here at the stuff that they have added. Let me add that link to the document. There we go. So, continue Joey and Zephyros' adventure through the dark and dangerous planet Alternia. Meet dozens of unique and memorable characters, some more helpful than others, as you navigate this volatile alien culture. Hurry up, there's a train to catch. HIVESWAP Act 2 is highly anticipated second entry in the four-part, so they're still saying it's 4 parts, series of narrative adventure games from the universe of Andrew Hutze's Homestuck. HIVESWAP has something for you, whether you're a dedicated fan or just now discovering the fandom phenomenon. The dream of the 90s is alive in Alternia. The artistry and humor of the golden age of adventure games meets hand-drawn 2D animation in this love letter to the point-and-click classics. Bizarre, beautifully illustrated alien landscapes and colorful characters make Alternia a joy to explore. I'm so excited to see all of the artwork. They did such a spectacular job on Act 1, and like Act 2 is going to be so much bigger with so much more gorgeous stuff to explore. Yes. But the stakes are higher than ever. Act 2 brings your journey to a whole new level. Can you safely guide our naive protagonist through a world of murder, intrigue, and villainous clowns? These aren't the slapstick puzzles Joey grew up with. On Alternia, everything is a matter of life and death. An unforgettable soundtrack. James Roach and Toby Fox return for another genre-spanning original soundtrack. Bombastic orchestral arrangements and eclectic tracks score your adventure across this strange alien planet. I'm also very excited for the new soundtrack. The Lads. You want this game? Oh, yes. The Lads are back. I'm so, they're both, like, they make such amazing stuff on their own, and then you put them together, and it's like, it's so good. I'm very excited for the new soundtrack. All your favorite friends and enemies meet and talk to dozens of iconic characters from the alien race of trolls who range from friendly to murderous. Make friends, solve their problems, and do your best not to get eaten. Your choices will decide the fate of your world and theirs. A continuous story. HIVESWAP Act 2 is the second of a 4-part series set in Andrew Hutze's Homestuck universe. If you import your save from Act 1, the game will remember all of your choices, and might even unlock hidden secrets. The adventure will continue on in Act 3, so, like, they are committing, period. I need to replay Act 1. I don't know if I have a save file for it on this computer. For some reason, Steam Cloud has never really worked right for me. I don't know what it is about my settings, my internet, my computer, my account. I have it turned on, but I don't think I actually have a save in Act 1 or on this computer, or maybe I do, but it's the one that I streamed. So I gotta give that a replay and get an actual save file to import. But yes, you can import the save file from Act 1, and your choices in the first game will unlock some neato stuff. Fuzzy on Act 1, never read Homestuck? No problem. Our in-game recap will bring you up to speed on everything that you need to know to jump right into Act 2 with a fresh save. No prior knowledge of Homestuck is required to fall into this immersive alien world, but you can still find and play Act 1 right here, and they've given you a handy little link to Act 1. And that is the latest on HIVESWAP. So that's really exciting. They're getting shit ready. They're putting it out there. I'm so excited. I'm just endlessly excited for this fucking game. When this comes out, it's literally all I'm gonna do until I finish playing it. I am gonna be not online at all. Except to stream. I will continue to do that. But I'm very excited for this. And I see that I know y'all are as well. We're a third of the way through November. Holy shit. Fuck me. We're a third of the way through November. But that means there's only 2/3 left for HIVESWAP to come out in, which means we're technically closer to the release date. So that is this. Okay. Let's get that. That shouldn't be there. I have too many windows open. Okay. Opening Arcade Spirits. Having a sip of water. Okay, should be popping up on screen any second now. Right, we just finished. I hope this is on screen because I clicked into the save file. So, at the end of the last stream, we finished Chapter 3. And that is Chapter 3 of 8. So we are now starting Level 4, Player versus Player. Or Level 4, Chapter 4. Player versus player. Interesting name. Are you gonna get in a fight? Like, there is, the chapter titles are not arbitrary. They do all in some way connect to the events of the chapter. So, player versus player makes me raise an eyebrow. But, here we are. Once again, seeing the city skyline, ready to begin a new adventure. It is the future year 20XX, and this is my hour. Max has come and gone, and we're hoping a good number of folks we reached out to there will be here today at my big event. Okay, so we are jumping right into Gay Merriment. Gay Merriment. This is a make or break moment for me. My chance to put the Funplex on the map. My chance to make something more of this job than a 9-to-5 vacuuming the carpet and looking for missing ski balls. My chance to prove to myself that I can do this. Everybody's counting on me to bring in the customers and keep them coming back for more. Without that, we're constantly at risk of the Funplex shutting down. So, no pressure or anything. Here I am in the break room, psyching myself up, watching the clock. Once the little hand hits the 10 and the big hand hits the 12, Gay Merriment is go. I don't want to be nervous. I don't want to be freaking out like I was at Max. I want to face this with absolute confidence. But, well, sadly, I'm me and not someone else. And those old instincts to assume that everything will go wrong, those feelings are still hanging on.
Ooh.
Hey, Ashley. 5 minutes and counting. Are you excited? because I'm really, really excited. I'm something. Something is good. We can work with being something. Breathe, Roxy. You're gonna do just fine. Remember to smile and have fun with it. I attempt my best to smile. It comes out as a rictus grin of terror. Well, if you were going for a creepy slasher smile, then you nailed it. While you work on perfecting that, I've got to go get my Pinky the Flamingo on. Don't forget to breathe. Fear, yeah. 10 o'clock. Time to do this. You can do this, Roxy. And you know what? Even if the family curse makes you fail miserably and crash and burn, at least you can say you took an honest whack at it. You'll never succeed if you don't at least take a few whacks. With that settled, I push through the door and out into the arcade. Oh boy, here we go. Let's be honest, we'll probably get maybe a dozen randos anyway. No big deal, right? Oh. And that is not a dozen randos. yeah. Fear level increased. That is considerably more than a dozen randos. Wait, why am I panicking? This is a good problem to have. We wanted a big crowd for this event. Okay, it's more folks to wrangle, but I can do this. I can do this. I step out in front of the crowd, waving for attention. Hey, everyone! Briefly, I look down to make sure I'm wearing pants, unlike my nightmares about public speaking. Welcome, everyone, to Gay Merriment at Francine's Arcade Funplex. We've got some awesome things in store for you today. I'll go over the basics, and then we can get this party started. First, the token machines will be spitting out extra tokens when you buy $5 or more, so make the most of it. Second, the Fist of Discomfort tournament. We're streaming it live on Queen Bee's channel. Sign-ups are at the prize desk. See the giant pink flamingo for details. Third, a high score contest for nearly every other game in the arcade. Register your 3-letter initials with Gavin at the desk to join in. Whoever holds the top score at the end of the day gets a trophy and tokens. We're planning a monthly high score challenge leaderboard, so let's get that started. Fourth, for those of you participating in the cosplay contests, your outfits look great and check in with Ashley about the details. Fifth, I can confirm the rumors. We're going to have Magical Moon Cuties playable on the floor today. The Funplex is home to the indies. Finally, in a few minutes, I'll be revealing our new rare game. Only a few prototypes were ever made, and today you'll get to play one of them. All of those things were on the flyer and the promotional website and so on, meaning the point-by-point was kind of redundant. They're ready to go. But I should pump up the crowd a bit, get them excited. Can't have asked this either. Okay, ooh, so this, I think, would be another big choice that's determined by your personality traits. So, you have my respect and gratitude. Thank you for coming. Veteran or newbie alike, I hope you all have a lot of fun and make new friends today. The time has come to prove that saving the princess is a worthwhile career path, or, oh god, we are gamers. This is our hour. This is your challenge. We are gamers. What a sentence. So, the bottom two, I'm assuming, are associated with the personality traits we have the least points for. So, I feel like the top one is the kind one, and the second one is like the logic one. Any strong opinions in chat? I'm like leaning towards the second one because they're trying to pump up the crowd, right? Yeah, like they're both good because you kind of want to be able to express both in there, right? But in terms of like getting everybody super hype, I'm gonna go with the second one. Veteran and newbie alike, I hope you all have a lot of fun and make new friends today. Oh no, that was the kindly one. The Funplex is meant to be fun for all. Casual gamer or core gamer, young or old, retro or modern. We want everybody to have a blast. Even if you don't walk away with a trophy, you'll be walking out of here with memories of time well spent with these great games, and the great people you'll meet today. So anything we can do to make sure you're having fun, you let us know. And we hope you come back to the Funplex again to recapture the magic moments you'll experience today. On behalf of the Funplex, thank you for joining us at Game Merriment. Now, let's get gaming. Yep, and that got him excited. Right, okay. Now, it's time to reveal our new rare game and get this show underway. Ooh. Gavin and Naomi wheel the tarp-covered game out from the back room. Excitement builds in the crowd as it's pushed into place. My friends, I give you Wyvern Keep. A rare laserdisc-based game where you're a daring princess rescuing a prince from the clutches of an evil lizard. And the crowd goes mild? I thought laserdisc games played like crap. Isn't that why they stopped making them? They're not all bad, and they can be kishy nostalgia at least. Could be fun. Maybe I'll give it a shot after I'm out of the Fist of Discomfort tourney pools. Not the outburst of joy I'd hoped for. Oh. But I thought this game was really sought after by collectors and stuff. That's different from being popular.
I suppose.
I wouldn't worry though. Today's crowd is fairly hardcore. Once more casual players are wowed by the animation, it should pay for itself. Damn, that's rough. Fucking rough. Didn't Roxy kinda get it for free? My point stands. I'm about ready to give up on this for now and move on to other things, when I spot something out of the corner of my eye. Very hesitantly, a young girl approaches, eyes full of wonder at the cartoon playing before her of the daring princess. And after dropping in 2 tokens, she starts to play, standing on her tiptoes to do so. Cute! Games are meant to be played and loved. The players that grow to love them, players like me, always find them in the end. Hopefully, that girl will have cherished childhood memories of Wyvern Keep just like I did. My nerves unwind somewhat on seeing everybody ready to go. Maybe today will work out just fine after all. Haha, famous last words. Something's gonna go wrong. This is not the end of the game yet. With the event underway, folks head off to sign up for the high score challenges, the Fist of Discomfort tourney, or just to go play some games. As for me, I work my way through the crowd and back to the desk. One last thing to do. Check in with our VIPs before they dive headfirst into the storm. Teo's manning the stage to encourage folks to get silly on the dance floor. Percy's preparing for his Moopy run. Queen Bee's ready to face her first opponents. I know I can rely on the staff, but in a lot of ways, the gamers are our star talent for the day. It's their event. I need to support them. For starters, I wave over Teo. Good, okay, I hope we get to talk to all of them. I was like, is this gonna be like we get a choice between the 3 of them? But no, I think we do get to talk to all of them. Everything's set for today's dancing, Teo? In Teo fashion, he winks and gives me a thumbs up. Okay, so the game froze up for a split second there. Don't like that. Let's just check history. Oh yeah, so I just accidentally skipped 1 frame of dialogue. Ready to rock, but I can't stop to chat. Running the stage is my focus for the next few hours, and it's gonna take every ounce of social juice I can squeeze out. If you need me, check me out during the lunch break, okay? Phrasing and K. Yeah. Teo getting flirty. Percy, world record time. You up for this? Absolutely. Whoa. Okay, he definitely looks focused today. Not his usual softly smiling self. Naomi set up a little camera to record the whole thing. When I set the record, I'll submit it as a new high score to defeat. The culmination of years of effort, all coming to a head. The pressure's well and truly on, isn't it? I can always try another day, yes, but this isn't for me. I mean, it never was for me, but today it's also for you. For the Funplex, you mean. For you. This event is more than a way to put the Funplex on the map. It's like your own personal high score attempt, chasing a dream, always grasping just out of reach. I'd hate to let you all down. Oh, Percy. You just go do your best, okay? Morale improvement systems online. Aim the encouragement cannons. If you bungle, there's always Donkey Kong. Win or lose, we'll all be proud of you today. Is there anything I can do to make this easier? I'm definitely leaning away from the first one. Because when you have worked so hard on something for like so very long, it's so insulting to just be like, you know, there's always this other thing that you haven't really worked very hard on and don't care as much about and, you know, don't really give a shit about. Yeah. I don't know, just asking, just the like basic response I think is the nicest one. It just sucks that it won't really give us any, it doesn't have the opportunity to give us any relationship points. Don't know that. That's true. Sometimes it does. I think it's... I feel like that's how it was explained at the beginning of the game, but we'll see if that's how it goes. But yeah, is there anything I can do to make it easier? How many hours do you think this will take? An optimized world record run. About 6 hours until the kill screen. Should fit neatly into the boundaries of gay merriment. All told, that's actually quite tame by arcade marathon standards. The poor fellow who eventually got 1 billion on Nibbler endured worse. That's still a lot to endure, and I want you to call me if you need anything. Anything. Water, food, a pep talk, whatever. Oh, we did get a relationship point. Huh, okay, so I misinterpreted the start of the game. I trust our noble floor attendant to rally forth neath the flag of Moopy. Yes, I see. I got it wrong. Sometimes basic is good. Yeah, like, I think that just being like, hey, you know, I'm here to support you, let me know what's up, is a good option. If I need anything, I'll let you know. Percy offers a quick salute and then marches off to war with Mr. Moopy's magic maze, having a seat on his stool to begin the run. Next up, checking in with...
What the f?
Cool! Cool. Alright. Roxy, what the fuck? Hey, ready for the tournament?
Nope, no way.
No, I am not ready in the slightest. Not for this. Not for him. Arrival. With a subtle head nod, she indicates a fairly nondescript fellow with a t-shirt and jeans, a standard gamer gear. But there's an unusual design on the back of his jacket, like some wide-eyed fanged Oni? This is a local event, right? Funplex regulars, city scrubs, and a bunch of cosplay otaku from Max? That's... yes? I mean, yes, that's what this is. Ugh, then why the fuck is the demon here? The who?
Hey, listen.
Known on Western shores as the Demon, and in his home country of Japan as Kami, he's the top-rated Fist of Discomfort player in the world. Pardon? Dang, maybe he was traveling for con season or something. How the fuck? Because, like, damn. As for your question, Miss B, I invited him. Oh no, it was just fucking Iris. Never mind. What?
Ooh.
Sorry. I was like, oh, I just thought there's a voice clip. And then I just kind of went, oh. You asked me to handle invitations for the tournament, remember? As part of my helpful assistance in setting up Gay Merriment? Honestly, I was surprised he accepted my invitation. All the other top-rated pros turned it down flat. He even flew here from Japan on his own dime. Yen. Isn't that nice of him? I mean, I don't think Queen Bee thinks so. Roxy, did your magical phone fairy just put me dead in the crosshairs of the greatest player who ever lived? Maybe? Yes, we'll go with yes. Sorry. Ugh, I am fucked. I am so completely fucked. Oh, Queen Bee can't be losing her morale now, and I can't have my friend so frantic over this. I mean, like, if everybody knows he's the best player in the world, if she comes in second to the best player in the world, that's still quite an accomplishment to get up there in the first place. You know what I mean? Yeah, right. Like, Plus, this is one of the main events, and when she's in top fighting form, she's an all-star entertainer. I've got to pump her up. Okay, Queen Bee, kick his ass. Like, emphasize the kick his ass. That means you got this. You know his moves. Or wouldn't it be a great upset if you won, though? I'm caught between the first one and the last one. Hey, now she's an all-star. Oh my god, I don't remember. Oh, how did we get on this? I was hanging out with my brother and we started watching. It was like we found this video of, oh, I remember now. We were talking about sprites. And sprite work, and I was talking about Undyne Sprite, and as we were looking up Undyne Sprite in the Google image search results, there was an image of Flowey, but with the fucking Barry B movie face in the middle. So somehow from there we trailed into B movie, but without the bees, played backwards, and it speeds up every time somebody says B. Okay, now I have to find it. Give me a minute. I need to locate this video now. I can't just bring it up without, not showing it in some form. Okay, so B, but it's backward. Okay, wait. So it's B movie without the B's, but it's backwards, and every time they say B, it gets faster. Okay, I think I found it. Are there just multiples of this? Second one, Finding Nemo, but without water. No, I think this is it. There are a million B-movie variants. Yeah, I think there might actually be two versions of this very specific set of conditions. But the full title is B-movie backwards without B's, but every time they say B, it speeds up. we found it entertaining. Yeah, every time they see Eve. B-movie is a weird one, for sure. When I was in high school, I had a group of my friends over just to watch B-movie because it was on Netflix, which it still is. Or, I mean, okay, Canadian Netflix. I don't know what the situation is with American Netflix or anywhere else, but it's on Canadian Netflix still. So, do we ramp her confidence to kick his ass, or wouldn't it be a great upset if you won, though? I'm kind of feel like after the conversation we had with Queen Bee at Max, where we kind of talked about, like, having that kind of, you know, how she kind of uses having a kind of cocky confidence to boost herself to play better. Like, she finds that's an effective strategy for her. After that conversation, I'm, like, leaning towards the first option to just be like, this is your time. Like, when else are you gonna get to play with this literally best player in the world? This is an amazing opportunity to also kick his ass. Fucking go for it. Let's go. So, like, I'm gonna lean into that. I'm gonna hope that's the right one. Queen Bee, kick his ass. As Queen Bee wrings her hands and chews her lip, I lock eyes with her. Queen Bee? Yeah? Destroy him. Yes, we got a gutsy personality point for that one. This is your shot at taking down the demon. Fate dropped this in your lap. Now you get to do what you do best. Fucking own it. She squeaks out a smile, but it's not her usual radiantly confident grin. We did still get good personality. We did still get friendship points for that, though.
Hey, thanks.
Thanks, kid. I'll give it a shot. As she marches off to join the tournament, I'm getting a sinking feeling. Oh no. Did I make a mistake? My calculations estimated that having a top player would bring in at least 150% more attendance.
Ooh.
I mean, I was just trying to help this event be the best it could be. You did fine, Iris, don't worry about it. Or you should have consulted with me first. I mean, we don't know exactly how many people are here specifically to see this person, right? Like, you couldn't tell that unless you asked around. For all we know, like, most of the people here for Fist of Discomfort are here because they know this guy. I don't know. Or maybe not. Maybe he didn't even tell anyone online that he was going to be here. Hey, I mean, maybe if you're one of the best players in the world, going out to a small-time event where not a lot of people know who you are is kind of relaxing and takes some pressure off. I mean, it really sucks throwing Queen Bee off her game. I'm leaning towards saying that it's fine, don't worry about it, because it feels like it's probably gonna continue lingering on it and stressing about it is just gonna be more of a distraction than anything throughout the day. Like, this is a conversation that can happen when the event is finished. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna say don't worry about it for now. Now I'm second guessing myself. Now I'm second guessing myself. No, I'm just gonna fucking do it. We're just going for it. We're going for it. You did fine, Iris. Don't worry about it. Done. Stop doing that. Don't worry about it, Iris. I asked you to invite star players that would hype the event to the moon, and that's what you did. And even if the demon beats Queen Bee, well, the Funplex wins.
I'm sorry.
Even so, I feel kinda bad. But it's good that I feel bad, right? That I'm not making a purely quantitative analysis of the situation? Humans are rarely purely quantitative.
Exactly.
That, oddly enough, cheers her up a bit. Right, that's everybody squared away. For the next few hours, it's floor attendant Roxy on duty, making sure Gay Merriment soars like an eagle, rather than a turkey. Okay. By and large, the event runs itself, or rather, Teo, Ashley, Gavin, and Naomi keep it rolling. My job is to troubleshoot. And boy howdy is there trouble to shoot. Oh boy. What's going on? Not 1 hour in, and we've got problems. Even if they aren't major ones, I don't want even minor problems to mess up this event. Not even one glass of spilled milk. My stress level is so high that I might start bawling at the sight of it.
Beep beep.
Beep beep, Roxy. Can I be of assistance? I'd like to make things up to you after the invitation snafu. Currently, I'm detecting 3 problems for you to solve. Someone beating up a cabinet, a player loudly cursing at a game, and a crowd milling around the vending machines. As floor attendant and event manager, it's my duty to make things right. The crowd's already on edge from all the high-stakes competition. Where do I start, though? Punching the cabinets, swearing in front of the children, or snack machines. I don't know. What do y'all think? I'm leaning towards whoever is punching the game cabinets. Because that's kind of... We kind of need those to be functional. Swearing is... I guess we can deal with that next. Circling the snack machines, I'm not sure exactly why that's a problem. I guess they don't want people getting into fights over stock or like running out of food or whatever. But that was pretty bad. Yeah. Not good, not good. Can't have people punching the cabinets. Oh look, it's this fucker again. I feel like we've seen this fucker before. Oh, was this the guy who was mad at Percy for not getting off Moopy? Will we be able to do all of these? Yeah, that's the thing. I think this is probably going to be another one where we can't make it to all 3. But cabinets are definitely going to be my first priority out of those 3 situations. This gamer's busy smacking the side of a Wild Rider cabinet. The fake plastic motorcycle handles on the front of the game rattle each time. No, 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 this can't be happening! Sir? Sir, you're not allowed to hit the games. Plus, if Naomi saw this, he'd be as good as excommunicated. Oh, you're that guy I got mad at when the fat dude wouldn't stop playing Moopy, right? It is this fucker! I thought we told him not to come back. No, I think he said that he was never going to come back. Or maybe I'm thinking of the mom with the little kid in that same episode. Sorry. I got anger issues. I'm trying to work on them, but would you just look at this? Of all the rotten luck. I got the top lap score. I did it. And now the game's frozen right after crossing the finish line. Ooh. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Wild Rider is one of our most problematic games, constantly freezing or going splat. Naomi fixes it at least once a week. It was made in the early 2000s, with janky low polys and low production values as a whole. I'm sorry for hitting the game, I guess that was pretty stupid of me, but is there anything you can do to help me keep my score? I've got a real shot at winning this one. This guy rubs me the wrong way, but he seems sincere in his apology. And he's a paying customer today, despite claiming he'll leave forever. He did say he was gonna leave forever. I did remember that correctly. So I should keep that ball rolling. Let's see. Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in? Let me check with Naomi and see if she can do anything. Iris, is there anything you can do here? I mean, if you call multiple staff witnesses to make note of the score, then even if the game itself loses it, you've still got multiple human beings who can vouch for the fact that this is the present high score, and they can just, you know, post on the top of the machine, this is the present high score, game erased it by accident or whatever. If you have similar issues, contact or find X, Y, and Z staff. Unplugging it would definitely not, like, that would definitely lose everything. Yeah, Naomi or Iris. I mean, I'm leaning to Naomi because she's the one who fixes the cabinets as, like, her job. Hopefully she's not putting out any other fires at the moment. But yeah. Let me check with Naomi and see if she can do anything. I still think that my good old-fashioned paper and pen with some human witnesses method is still a valid way of doing that. But anyway, let me check with Naomi and see if she can do anything. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna check with our technician and see if there's anything we can do to recover your game. Already texted Naomi for ya. Thanks, Iris. Naomi comes charging out of her workshop, looking perturbed. Ugh, Wild Rider again? Quickly, she slips around behind the game, popping open the back panel. She uses her phone's flashlight to poke through the works. Ugh, these early 3D games are such a pain. If it was a pure retro game, or even a pure modern one, it'd be way more reliable. Okay, I think I see the problem. 1 second. And like that, the virtual motorcycle unfreezes. Confetti and cheers Confetti and cheers sounding from the game as it properly registers the lap time. All done. Call me if it breaks again. Bye. Oh man, she did it! My score is saved! Hallelujah! I owe you. Seriously. I'm taking home that Wild Rider trophy. Another happy customer, but I should keep an eye on that game in case it falls apart again. Next problem. Okay. So we're looking at somebody swearing up a storm, or people circling the snack machines. Swearing up a storm might also be someone who's just mad at a game, which is also a different situation we may be able to assist with. I feel bad for interrupting Naomi. She comes out and she's just like, what the fuck do you want? Oh, it's this fucking game? God damn it. Here, it's fixed. Fuck off. Must be, hard at work on something else in the back room. You're curious about the snack machines. Okay. Well, we might actually be able to still check out the swearing one, because the first time this happened, there was like an emphasis on, I don't think I can get to all of these in time, and that emphasis is not present in this set of options. It's also likely that the game is kind of approaching it like it's assumed knowledge now, that we won't be able to get to all 3, but regardless. Sharks are circling the snack machines. Uh-oh. Button mashing is thirsty work, and right away from the red lights on the soda machine, I know exactly what is wrong. The waters of life, the dew that floats from the mountains, have dried up. Oh no! Oh no, they're out of Mountain Dew! Oh, fucking of course. What gives? It's completely empty. Shouldn't they have stocked up before a big event? We did stock up. They just drank it all faster than expected, and there's no more in the back to replace it. I need more caffeine! More caffeine! I think you had enough there, buddy. They sell us all those salty snacks from one machine, then empty our wallets into the other. It's all a part of the their grand master plan. Pretty sure nothing we do here is organized enough to be considered a grand master plan. Although, maybe I should run this by Gavin. He might have a way to turn this conspiracy theory into reality. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if a number of businesses actually, like, do that. Oh my god. Ruckus shouting of, "We want soda! We want soda!" Ashley's doing her best to intervene, but a giant flamingo isn't really distracting enough to keep a bunch of thirsty gamers at bay. Double meanings. How are we gonna fix this? Oh, a giant flamingo isn't distracting enough to keep a bunch of thirsty gamers at bay. What a sentence. Read the whole story for more drinks. See if Ashley has any ideas, or order more with the help of Iris. Yeah, you can't keep thirsty gamers at bay. Unfortunately, rip. Okay. Okay, so seeing if Ashley has any ideas is like a little bit of a cop-out from dealing with this situation. Just being like, Ashley, you deal with it. Order more with the help of Iris. Could work. Because she knows how to do things quick and efficient and where to get it and all that stuff. Read the whole story is probably the fastest option. But, like, what does it mean by raid the whole story? Like, are we going and speaking to the owners about the conundrum and kindly asking for their assistance? And paying them fairly for the product they're providing? Or do they have soda machines that we would just run in and buy out and run back to sell over here? Like, the wording is making me raise an eyebrow on that one. Because, like, when the guy started yelling about caffeine or whatever, and they're all wanting drinks, that was the first thing that came into my head when I was reading that was the whole story. Right? You can say, if you'd like to continue supporting small business in this area, there's a cafe down the way. But also, I know that as a business themselves, they're trying to keep people in their own building, I guess. I feel like Iris is probably the fastest. The fastest and least complex option to handle this. Because that puts, I don't know, being like, Ashley, you take care of it. That puts a lot of pressure on her. Putting her on the spot. to come up with some brilliant solution. Which I'm sure she would. Actually, she's come up with very creative solutions to prior problems. But in this situation, the fastest way and simplest way, I think, would be asking Iris for help. Unless y'all think otherwise, I feel like I'm gonna ask Iris. I have a sip of water and then we'll keep going. Okay. Alright. Order more with the help of Iris. Logistics problem? This feels like a job for Iris, at your service. We need soda pronto. If these kids don't get their daily intake of sugar, their insulin will drop to dangerously low levels. We need 100 liters of soda. Stat. Yes, Dr. Roxy, I'll order up a dozen boxes right away. I need that life-saving fluid now, Nurse Iris. Even with the free 2-day shipping, I don't think they'd get here soon enough. Already got it covered, Roxy. And soon enough, even over the din of the crowd, I can hear a distant buzzing sound drawing closer. Closer? Is it gonna be flown in by drone? Through the front windows of the Funplex, I see a squadron of flying delivery drones, each bearing a single case of soda. Oh my god. The soda bees, they're here. The phalanx of quadcoptered rotors carefully descend, stacking the boxes perfectly before disengaging cargo clamps and soaring off into the city skyline. Oh, I wonder how much that's going to cost. Gavin's probably going to be mad about that. Wow. I love the smell of soft drinks in the morning. Smells like victory. On seeing the arrival of the drinks, the crowd cheers. A few of the friendlier sorts help me carry the cases in for the drink-craving gamers to feast upon. Thanks a bundle, Iris. You're one step ahead, as always. You didn't hijack those drones or steal that soda, right? Yes, that unfortunately is a very justified line of questioning. Relax! I'm trying to be super ethical today. I charged it to the Funplex's account, like any soda delivery. The shipping's gonna cost a lot, though. Fair enough. Now, what next? Wait a second. As I loop back around the center of the room, I can't help but notice two things. Percy's looking oddly irate, and Queen Bee is missing. Oh, shit. My instinct says I should tend to our VIPs first and foremost. I don't think I can cover both of them in time, but I could help out at least one of them. Even if it leaves the last of those crowd problems twisting in the wind. I don't know. This is triage. Where should I focus? Okay. Check on Queen Bee. Check in with Percy. Or the guy swearing at the thing. I feel like we should check in with one of the people. But WoW is right. This is tough. We gave Queen Bee a good pep talk. Seemed uncertain. And now she's not here. Percy was nervous about letting us down, but excited. And we did say explicitly, if you need anything, give us a shout. And the swearing up a storm it's happening. Leaving this up to me? Oh no! Okay, ooh. This is tough. I think I'm gonna roll on it, because we can't have a visual novel stream without a good dice roll. Because I just want to do both of them. Especially, it's like, Queen Bee, it's like, if she's not even, you know, if she's missing, that's kind of a big thing. Like, where is she? Is she freaking out? Is she okay? But Percy, you know, we said we'd help him out for anything. And also, we haven't really had a lot of conversations with Percy. So it would just be interesting to get a little more conversation in with Percy. Maybe I will just pick Percy. Maybe that'll be the tiebreaker, is that we've had hardly any conversations with Percy. Instead of rolling on it, maybe like a coward, maybe I'll make a decision for once in my life. Okay. We're going with Percy. We promised we'd help out, and also we haven't really had that much conversation with Percy. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Percy isn't looking great. He may need help. I clicked on it. Oh my god. The crowd around Percy is decent, but not the mob scenes we're seeing around Fist of Discomfort or the snack machines. Mostly curious onlookers watching Percy as he loses the game? Oh no! Oh no! I don't think I've even seen a game over screen for Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze. Percy gives the joystick an angry smack before quickly pumping in another token and starting again. For that matter, I've never seen Percy actually angry. Even when his runs aren't going great, he's usually so chill about it. Well, usually the funplex is on the emptier side. This is a lot of pressure.
Oh, bloody hell.
For fuck's sake. Another first. Hearing Percy swear. I gotta step in. He needs some team support. Hey, Percy. Remember to breathe. In, out. In, out. You can do this. You've done this dozens of times before. He closes his eyes for a moment as the screen refreshes between two mazes.
Come on.
Exactly. I've done this dozens of times before, hundreds of times. So why am I actually losing? Blast it, I keep making stupid mistakes, losing lives at an unacceptable rate. I should be building up a stock, a safety buffer for bad RNG manipulation runs, or for taking quick breaks. Instead, I'm barely keeping my head above water. Truthfully, this is my second game over today. Much different circumstances. Yeah. If this was some glitzy showpiece run at Deco's Palace where the big names in retro score chasing play, I'd probably have shut down the whole show by now to save face. It's early in the morning. You can afford a few mistakes, right? Possibly. Possibly not. A 3.5 million world record run could take hours. I'm not sure there's enough hours left in the event, even if I was at peak performance. Bloody hell, Roxy, this isn't me. I should be better than this. I have to be better than this. Oh, bugger it. From earlier, it's clear he felt that achieving his dream alongside mine was important to him. First things first, he needs to stop for now and calm down. Playing angry clearly isn't working. What can I do to help here? Offer a hug, put a hand on his shoulder, or shoo the crowd away. I feel weird about, like, the physical responses. Like, I'm much leaning towards maybe shooing the crowd away to reduce the pressure. Yeah, we don't know Percy that well. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I just finished saying we've hardly had any conversations with Percy. So let's just let's do some crowd dispersion. Shoo the crowd away. With a gesture, I wave the small crowd away. Y'all mind? Give the man some space. The real action comes later when he's near the world record. Go play some games. The slightly annoyed crowd wanders off in search of video entertainment as Percy lets go of the joystick. No bloody use smashing my head against a game like this. Should take advantage of the breathing room you made for me. Right. Step 2. As much as it may hurt him to admit it, he needs to accept the possibility that today just isn't the day. I've worked here long enough to know Percy's heart. He only finds peace in the game when he's at peace with himself. This pressure to succeed is too much. Today might not be your day, but one day you will conquer Moopy. Win or lose, you've made us all proud. All of us, remember that. Or you need to accept that you might not win right here and now. I feel like the bottom one is a little blunt. I mean, thoughts and opinions in the chat, of course, as well. If you have any strong leanings. I feel like both of the top 2 ones are decent. They're tough choices. They are. See, that's a well-written game. First one? Yeah, that's what I was just thinking too. I think that one's good. Today might not be your day, but one day you will conquer Moopy. Gutsy. Ooh, we're getting the gutsy ones today. Losing only delays the inevitable. You will destroy that world record. You will conquer Mr. Moopy's magic maze. So if today isn't the day, that doesn't matter. The day is coming, and I'm going to be right here when you slay the damn dragon. Indeed. I haven't come this far only to give up.
Rather unfortunate.
Although I can only pray the day is sooner rather than later. If it's about winning the game while at Game Merriment... No, well, I'd love to do that, as I've noted, yes.
Well...
It's complicated. And nothing you need to worry yourself about. Percy. Nothing to worry about at all. See, when you say things like that, I worry. It's like that dog sitting in a burning room saying this is fine. Hit meme reference. Pardon? Percy is apparently not hip to the memes of the youths, as he is an old. Look, love, I'd stick around and chat, but if I'm to make this record, I should get back to it. Still, I'll try to take your words to heart. It's just another run. No more, no less. I have to see it that way, whether or not it's true. Now, you've got an event to manage here. I can play my best, knowing you're doing your best out there. You've got my word on that.
Why?
Right. One more into the breach, eh, Mr. Moopy? And he's back into the maze, zapping monsters, collecting treasures, and looking for the exit. Time and time again. Something nasty is brewing here. Percy's the one we can usually count on to be, well, a rock. Stable, if inert. A fixture of the arcade like furniture. I'm not used to him having problems. Honestly, I haven't paid as much attention to him as I have to others. I don't know what's going on in his head, and right now I feel like I should. I'll check in with him later, just to be safe. Yeah. Okay, we're halfway through the event and halfway through the stream. So, it is time now to save. And we're going to take a hot minute. And we'll just take a little break. I'm going to rest my voice. I'm going to have some water. Chill out a bit. Maybe have a little walk around. And we shall return to the second half of Gay Merriment in 5 minutes. I will see you then. Hello. You're back from break. It is time to keep on moving. So, let's get that volume back up. Hello, thank you, Crencio. And we are second half of the big day. Let's go. Half of Gay Merriment in the can. Half to go. I've been running myself ragged trying to catch every little problem, and there's still plenty left to do. But no sense not practicing self-care, too. It's time to get my lunch on. And while a nice quiet moment to myself would probably help, what would help more would be a smidge of social interaction beyond crisis management. Percy and Queen Bee are obviously tied up in their own affairs, but everybody else should be open. Who could I lean on in my time of need? Naomi's still in her workshop. Maybe she'd like company. Gavin could probably use a break from score wrangling. Ashley just ducked into the employees-only room, and Teo's lurking around Showtime stage could be a good moment. Ashley, of course. Ashley just ducked into the employees-only room. I assume Ashley's hiding herself away for a quick break, and I can't blame her. She's been working just as hard as everyone else has. When this is all over, I'm going to need a coma of sleep and a hot bath. But while I dream of better things, let me check in with Ashley to see if I can lower her burden.
Oh, hi!
Oh, hey, you want to get some lunch? You read my mind. I am psychic, you know. Whole story, then? To the whole story! Indeed. My companion fetches a table in the crowded cafe while I memorize our order and carry it forth to yon service counter. Wait, what? What's up? We could have gone to get soda from Whole Story and had lunch there. True. Well, I guess we're here now. Well, hey, this time we got Ashley with us, so we're gonna have some good convo along the way. I make my way to the front of the line, trying to keep the lunch order neatly arranged in my brain despite all the chaos of today's event.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, Ben and Matt. Well, look who's here. I'm looking. It's our favorite arcade wrangler. Arcade minion? Arcade flunky? What's the right term? Event manager, actually. You know those flyers for Gay Merriment I asked you to pass out? It's my baby.
Everything's coming up roses.
Moving up in the world, I see. A proud parent of a shiny arcade baby. And yet no invite for us to the baby shower. Why, I feel snubbed. But seriously, we couldn't be prouder of you. And to think, when you first walked in these doors, you were still trying to figure out your place in things. Ben and I know a thing or two about finding your dream and sacrificing to make it happen. Long hours, hard work. Hard hours and long work, too. Struggling to make ends meet. Having meetings to discuss how to end the struggles. I can't imagine how difficult it must have been for you to get where you are now. It wasn't that difficult, honestly. I came up with a name, talked it up at Max, and that's it. Ooh, I'd be on the lookout for the hidden costs on the back end, then. Foreshadowing. I mean, yeah, but he's right, anyway. Speed bumps on the road to life to catch you unawares as you're soaring down the highway of success. But if you wreck your $500,000 imported sports car of business triumph, we'll be there to drown your sorrows in coffee. And donuts. Don't forget the donuts, an essential component. Next order, please. Shaking my head, I wander back to our table with a lunch in tow. Still, I must look a bit nervous, a fact Ashley picks up on as I return. Glad we're doing lunch, you know? I needed like 5 minutes of peace and quiet away from the funplex before heading back to the floor. Ashley, you can take more than 5 minutes to rest. You've earned it. You've been working your feathers off out there and it shows. I don't think I've seen this many happy children since I started. You mean you aren't here to force me to get back out there? I mean, yes, but at least take like more than 5 minutes. So you wouldn't be opposed if I snuck out, got on my private jet, and flew to Bali on a vacation getaway? Excellent. Only if you take me. Can we go to Europe instead, or bring me back a souvenir? The we still implies both of them, so I feel like both of the top two options I kind of like. You're like, only if you take me, because I feel like that could dovetail nicely into like, are you stressed out too? Let's chill and talk about it, kind of thing. Only if you take me. Oh, why are we getting all the gutsy options today? Damn. A tropical island getaway sounds like absolute perfection right now. You aren't leaving me behind for this. I want nothing more than a fruity drink with a tiny umbrella in it, and I'm listening to the relaxing crescendo of the waves. And listening to the relaxing crescendo of the waves. I'm in. Oh yeah, and just imagine the sand between your toes and the sun warming your face. Alas, such visions of paradise will have to wait. I can't leave in the middle of gay merriment, and sadly, you can't either. We're both needed out there soon. Drat! Foiled by the evil overlord event manager Roxy. Yeah, bold choices today, for whatever reason. Wait, how am I the villain? I just told you should treat yourself to a longer lunch. Well, Roxy, sometimes you're the hero, and sometimes you're the villain. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Wait, are we talking in terms of cosplay outfits or real life? Both. What do you mean? I can't just help thinking about how people are always wearing multiple masks all the time, and how that defines and changes them. I don't think I own any masks, but I imagine I'd look pretty good in a sparkly masquerade one, or maybe a Lovecraftian plague doctor one. We can go shopping for masks later, I promise. But like, when I'm here, I'm Pinky the Funplex Flamingo. When I'm at Max, I'm Agnes. Or Angus, pardon me. When I'm at Max, I'm Angus. Or whoever else I'm cosplaying, and when I'm alone, I'm just plain Ashley. Just plain Ashley is just plain perfection. Cute. Oh, Roxy, that's sweet of you to say. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, do I know which one is the real me? And is the real me good enough? Looked up mask emotes and got, oh shit, I used to know what that version of Pikachu is called. Wrestler Pikachu. That one is from Pokemon Battle DX or whatever, the fighting game on the Wii U. I mean, it's probably appeared in other versions, but I think that's where I recognize that one from. Should I live my life as a cosplayer, as the Funplex employee, or as the person that has a wild imagination? Which one makes me the best? I just don't know. May I speak frankly? Ashley nods, looking lost in thought. Why not both? Exactly, you can be all of those things, right? And I mean, when she put it, it's interesting that she separates it into cosplay and work and then herself, which is alone. But like the person with the wild imagination, that Ashley is there, built into the cosplay persona and the work persona, right? So, We gotta kick this home. You are you, and you are special. I think you're all of them, or it doesn't matter. Dang, why are these choices all so tough today? Like, there have been a couple streams where it's been like, tough because it's like, I wouldn't say any of these. But this is a different kind of tough. This is like, each of these options does kind of have its own merits. Like the second one, but now you're second guessing. You know what? That was, yeah, I agree. I was kind of mostly leaning towards this, but still, like, yeah, like second guessing myself on the other ones. But you know what? This one. I think you're all of them. The logic option, of course. If you really think about it, doesn't it make sense that all of those aspects make up who you really are? You shouldn't have to feel like you define yourself by one role. You can be as little or as much of one mask as you want. For me, my family has always defined ourselves by our misfortunes and our ability to meekly adapt, but I'm learning to see past that. I am defining my own set of rules for who I am. Sometimes I'm Roxy who makes gutsy or quirky decisions, and sometimes the right path is what I've always known, to just go with the flow. No path or choice is wrong, it just is. You know, you are so right. Sometimes it helps talking with your friends about what's been bothering you, yeah? It's nice to hear your thoughts and be able to bounce ideas off you. Friends are just the greatest, aren't they? I smile in agreement. Note that she keeps saying friends, even after we kind of confessed to maybe crushing on her at Max. I'm so happy to have not only you, but everyone at the Funplex in my life. We've all really bonded with each other, haven't we? Absolutely. In fact, I've got more friends than what I know what to do with.
Thank you.
I feel so much better after chatting with you, Roxy. That really, really helped. Thanks. And I feel like you get me. That means a lot. Now that I feel fully invigorated, it's time to continue and to endure the rest of the day. Ashley stands up, beams a smile, and flashes me a victory sign with her hands. See you out there. I wonder what victory sign they're referring to. For some reason, my brain immediately was like, did Ashley just dab at us? Anyway. Yeah. On about, like, the friend thing. I mean, like, they said they might be crushing, and they were kind of like, ooh, but then they didn't do anything about it. I don't know. Sometimes that's just how it is. I mean, we are not even halfway through the game yet, so, you know. It's chill. We taking it slow. You thought that always just meant V fingers? Oh, is that what they were referring to? Because when I think fingers in a V shape, I think, like, flashing a peace sign. It could also be both. Has a lot of meanings. Yeah. Fair. But yeah, for some reason in my head I was like, I'm not sure what that is. And then I was like, Ashley just dabbed at us. Anyway. Okay. We are moving on forward with the grand event. The next few hours pass quickly. With renewed confidence, Percy's deep into his world record run and performing admirably. He's intensely focused on that score, inching ever closer. While Queen Bee effortlessly destroys locals on the path to her inevitable showdown with the demon. Myself, I float through it all, taking care of little problems while keeping an eye on both of them. But as the event winds to a close, oh no. All eyes are on our two main events, and the very real possibility of our local heroes falling apart at the finish line. Okay. Technically, the arcade-wide score competition is still on, but the crowds are ignoring the games in favor of crowding around Fist of Discomfort and Moopy. Percy's been on a solid run since its earlier fumbles. Queen Bee's been effortlessly destroying all competitors, as expected. But the demon has been matching her game for game, destroying all his opponents as well. And as predicted, grand finals will come down to Queen Bee versus the demon. And as for the magical world of Moopy, Percy's closing in on that world record with the tape rolling and ready to submit to Twin Galaxies. The pressure is on. I helped Percy through his frustration. I could be there for him at the end, too. But undoubtedly, the tournament has the bigger crowd, and I might be needed there. So, Percy, yeah, after saying Moopy, my mouth was just like, this makes sense next. No, that is not correct. I can't be there for them both as much as I want to. Who do I focus on? Okay. Brief check-in with the scores here. Wow. We're actually, we're lower than with Teo than I thought. We're actually about even with pretty much, Ashley is just like, whoop, like way the fuck up at the top. About even here. Personality distribution looks about the same as before. Okay. Percy's about to achieve his life ambition. I want to be there when it happens, or Queen Bee is facing her toughest challenge yet. I should be in her corner for this fight. Yes, Percy or Queen Bee, that is the question. Ooh. Oh. I am leaning towards Queen Bee, personally. How are y'all feeling? Cause my thinking is, we got in some good talks with Percy before, and again, his thing, it would suck a lot if today's not the day. But he's got other chances for this. He can keep going. He can keep coming back. He can fucking get it. But Queen Bee versus the demon. This guy is fucking flying back to Japan after this, probably. And, so I'm thinking that's the more hot exclusive event. Also, we didn't talk to Queen Bee before, and I still feel bad about that. Yeah. Also, I'm still just on a more personal level, I enjoy watching like competitive esports more than high score runs, just in terms of like actual real world, like if I were to be choosing between these two events just as like a bystander in the building. That's my general leaning. But if there's no other opinions, we can pop over to Queen Bee. So I'm gonna keep going. Here's hoping indeed. Please, 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 please. Just let us finish today. Okay. I think there's no calling back from this. We got Queen Bee is facing her toughest challenge yet. Oh, I didn't. Let me just delete those spam comments quickly. And then we're gonna keep going. Goodbye, Spambot. And hello, Queen Bee is facing her toughest challenge yet. I should be in her corner for this fight. This is it, the grand finals of Fist of Discomfort at Gay Merriment. I can sense the excitement in the crowd, and it's hard not to get swept up in the hype. My nerves are through the roof right now, and I'm not even the one playing. Using my event manager authority, I reach the front of the crowd, where Rhapsody, a Fist of Discomfort expert Iris invited to handle the play-by-play announcing, introduces the competitors. On the player one side, the rising star of L7 Gaming, local Funplex champion, and internet sensation, Queen Bee. A few folks in the crowd, locals mostly, cheer Queen Bee on. I recognize most of them from her crew and from a bunch of Funplex regulars. On the player 2 side, 5-team Evo champion and Fist of Discomfort known as Kami in his home country of Japan. Here, we all know him as the Demon! Uh-oh, the crowd's picked their favorite, clearly. Not to say it doesn't make sense. The Demon is known by casuals and hardcores alike, but I was hoping for a little less of a discrepancy between the two. I look over to Queen Bee. She's keeping it calm. She's keeping it cool. A true mask of the competitive gamer. After a quick handshake, it's off to their joysticks, quartering up and getting ready to battle. My fellow gamers, this is the grand finals here at Gay Merriment. Let's hear it for our competitors! As they shuffle through the character selection screen, the crowd waits in anticipation, eager to see who will be chosen. The announcer takes that momentum and brings it back twofold. Yes, speaking of masks, the competitive gamer. Queen Bee is sticking with her pride and joy, the fast and deadly Tomokaze. From what I've learned, Tomokaze is a light and fast character, suited for Queen Bee's aggro style. It's her favorite character. As for the Demon, who's been playing his staple, a heavy-set controlling samurai, all day, he selects a similar speedy attack ninja? What an amazing turn of events! The Demon completely strays from his normal character roster and chooses Silent Blade. This is completely unlike anything we've seen the Demon do today. What an exciting matchup, one you don't want to take your eyes away from. The nuances of this game escape me, but I'm pretty sure that this isn't what Queen Bee was expecting. Not in the slightest. I'm starting to wish I'd paid more attention to this game so I'd know exactly how doomed she was right now. With characters locked in and maps set, let's not delay this match any farther. The countdown is at 3, 2, 1, and begin! Right out of the gate, the Demon comes at Queen Bee with a ferocity I haven't seen since Queen Bee's usual matches, where she charges head-on into her enemy. Right out of the gate, the Demon attacks Queen Bee with a ferocity with the likes of which I've never seen. Like a cheetah, the Demon spares no time, running straight towards its prey. The Demon has completely ignored the ninja creep waves. He's taking full-on minion damage, and he's not even phased. In fact, he's not even stopping to buy items. Our champion from Japan has only one thing on his sights, and that's Queen Bee. To be honest, still no clue what's going on here. Esports are a dense brick of UR knowledge that's way beyond me. But from what little I know, Queen Bee plays a fast style, and now she's hitting someone who's playing even faster, staying just one step ahead. Normally these matches go on a good 5 or 10 minutes, but he's already put Queen Bee down once and then mauled an allied sensei while she was respawning. I try to make myself heard over the crowd. Stay cool, focus on defense, kick his ass, or you can do this. Okay. I feel like one of the top two. I'm leaning on one of the top two. I don't know. Because it's like yelling at her to focus on defense, but we just you know, the narrative dialogue just finished saying that we don't know shit about this game. So, But then just kick his ass, not very constructive or supportive, just kind of demanding. We don't know the game, so stick to the same message. Yeah, I guess. I mean, we did say you're gonna destroy him earlier. So now, if we go on to just say kick his ass. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. Ah! God, the decisions today is stressful. Let's see. Maybe just a you can do this is the right choice for this one. I don't know. Just, you know, being encouraging, generally speaking, instead of like trying to give advice or applying a pressure. Definitely not the first. Oh yeah, for sure. I feel that too. Definitely not the first one. Because we don't know shit about this fucking game, so like who are we to say what the fuck? Who are we to say what you should be doing? Ugh. This is a lot of pressure. Roll? It's always gotta be one. Okay, the D12. Whoops. Dropped it on the floor. Okay, that has been retrieved. So, odd numbers, kick his ass. Even numbers, you can do this. There must always be one. Always at least one. And that's a 10. And a 10 is... You can do this! You... No, it's no good. She can't even hear me. Even if I was able to shout louder than the crowd, her attention is so focused she probably wouldn't register my voice. Well, I guess all that agonizing was for nothing. Yeah, it didn't even register, so we didn't get the personality point for that either. I can do nothing but helplessly watch as the demon pulls her apart again and again. Oh, the onslaught! The demon, living up to his namesake, is not showing an ounce of mercy for his competitor. What's this? Queen Bee is switching things up. She stopped at the item store, completely ignoring the attacks on her sensei. What could she possibly be buying at a time like this? Fortunately, she seems to have developed a plan. Not that I totally get why, but she stopped attacking so she can buy a bunch of scrolls. I mean, the demon's not going to politely wait for her to shop. And one of Queen Bee's sensei is down for the count, but that death has bought her enough time to grab as many control spells as she can. Spells? I've never seen her use spells this early in the game before. Queen Bee blasts the lane with Storm of Frost. Oh, ice spells, I see. They look so shiny. Initially, it works like a charm. The enemy minions freeze solid and give her just enough breathing room to push ahead. Oh, but the demon responds with a swift accuracy. He's pushing forward with his other lanes, ignoring her attempts to slow things down. As the demon flips between lanes, it's clear that while this would have won her the game if she'd started out that way, quickly enough, the final sensei on Queen Bee's side of the map falls. Oof. Here is your winner, the demon! The obligatory handshake happens as the crowd bursts into applause, thrilled to have seen such a strange spectacle out of the world champion. Immediately, Queen Bee is forgotten as the players close in to cheer on the demon over and over. Perhaps sensing it's her cue to depart before the cheap plastic trophy I got from the dollar store is awarded to her rival, Queen Bee slips away, and I decide to follow. I find her in the break room, collapsed in one of the folding chairs, face in her hands. Ugh. Yeah, that's rough. Getting fucking bodied by someone way stronger than you is fucking rough. Especially in an actual tournament setting, which I got the fun chance to recently experience. With that Splatoon tournament. Which was I don't remember if I actually said that before, but that was the very first Splatoon tournament I'd ever participated in. That was the very first esports tournament of any kind I've ever participated in. The very first time I was playing on any sort of like Splatoon team where I could communicate with it was yeah, and we got bodied. Yep, facing down a team full of X ranks when your rank in that particular mode is A- is scary. Competitive esports. Although, yes, this was specifically a tournament for lower level players, but it went all the way up to, like, low X rank, because X rank is the top rank in Splatoon, but it's, like, it has, like, a calculated power level number. So it was, like, the low numbers of X rank was, like, the maximum for this. But given where I am, that was still pretty scary. Anyway, you can just never handle that. Yeah, that's fair. It's kind of a lot. I mean, like, I don't have any aspirations to, like, get super into it on, like, higher level competitiveness, because I just don't have, like, the time or, like, the physical energy in my hands to commit to a full-time team like that. But it was really fun to play in an actual tournament. It was pretty chill. But yeah, it was also kind of like, ugh, I can't even imagine. They streamed it, but because there were so many games happening at the same time, they could only stream one game for each round. So my team, me and our team, getting bodied, did not end up on stream, but I remember, a few people did have that experience, and they were kind of like, oof, and they have my sympathies. I find her in the break room, collapsed in one of the folding chairs, face in her hands. Quietly, I take a seat next to her. I don't know. After L7 Gaming dumps me, maybe I can live off my stream subs alone? If they don't abandon ship too, I mean. Maybe I cut my living expenses a little? You know, move back into my parents' house, things like that. If worst comes to worst, maybe Naomi will carve out the inside of an unpopular game and I can sleep in there. Oh, honey. I recommend Pizza Bagels, Breakfast of Champions. I'm sorry things didn't work out, Queen Bee, and maybe L7 won't care, it's just a local tournament. Do not curse her with pizza bagels. Oh yeah, definitely not picking the first one. I didn't say that out loud, but I was immediately like, no, not that one. Just like in the back of my head, it was just like, nope, that is a given. We are not telling her about pizza bagels. I think just being like, I'm sorry it didn't work out. You know? Just be sympathetic to that instead of, you know, like there's definitely a time and a place to be like, hey, you know, it's a local competition and that guy's like literally the world freaking champion. Like that's a lot to go up against. But the time and the place for that is a little bit later than now. Now is just a time to listen to how she's feeling, and be empathetic to that. Problem solving and logically thinking it through and solutions can come after the initial emotional, like, whoa. I'm sorry things didn't work out, Queen Bee. Hey, if it helps you feel any better, I feel awful right now, too. I'm sorry this happened. You've got my sympathy. Normally that sort of sentiment is seriously not my thing, but today? Yeah, I'll take it. Thanks, Roxy. Wait, I've graduated from Kid? Thanks, Kid. Yeah, had to bring it up. That's better. And hey, maybe your team will be just as understanding as me, right? See? Emotionally connecting first, and then bringing it up. You don't know L7 Gaming, Kid. They've been looking for an excuse to cut me from the roster for... well, no point going into the reasons now. Point is, I failed, and they'll know. My career? Basically in the toilet right now. Oh, this is my fault, isn't it? I'm the one who organized the event. I'm the one who pushed everyone past their limits, all in the name of making my dream a reality. No, Iris is the one who invited the world champion and put Queen Bee in this particular position. I've been working hard to make what should have been just another temporary job into a long string of temporary jobs into something more, something I can believe in. But I didn't stop to think of what that would cost me and everyone around me. Fuck.
Whoa.
Whoa, wash that filthy mouth out with some soap, kid. Question is, now what? Where do I go from here? Well, thankfully, someone's knocking at the door, interrupting me before I need to provide career advice to someone whose career I just indirectly destroyed. Yeah, in the meantime, they're jumping to conclusions just a little bit. She hasn't actually talked to anyone on her team yet. Like, take a deep breath. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Go into it with an even keel. Although I'm expecting it to be Gavin, or maybe Ashley, to come cheer their friend up, the unexpected walks in the door. Is gonna be the demon. Yeah. The two of us sort of stare, dumbfounded, as the man addresses Queen Bee. I can't read Japanese. Anybody? Oh no. I don't know what this says. What?
Hey, listen.
Iris to the rescue, of course. I can translate. One moment while I load my Japanese to English speech recognition systems. I'm afraid my English is not very good, so... Oh, you have a translator. I'm glad. Iris repeats everything we say back and forth. With a little patience, the conversation flows a bit easier after that. I wish to thank you for teaching me today.
What the?
For what? The fuck does that even mean? Are you mocking me? Iris probably softened that a little in the translation, but combined with Queen Bee's expression, the demon seems to get the real gist. Not at all. I wish to thank you for teaching me your unique fighting style. Both Queen Bee and I look very confused. I have been watching your stream for a year now, but watching is not the same as facing you in combat. From that one battle alone, I have learned a great deal. If you will allow it, I would enjoy learning more. I clearly have a great deal of work to do to master your style, as you saw today. Didn't we just see him pull you apart limb by limb? Queen Bee's expression softens, and she playfully punches me in the shoulder. Way to rub it in, kid. But that's not even what happened. I honestly thought you were watching the match. I was, but I'm still confused. He played sloppy as fuck. Okay, so now we're getting a lesson in fists of discomfort. Which, you know what? If you're not... You see, here's the thing about sports that I learned after getting into Splatoon and realizing that sports is watching sports is fun if you know what the fuck is happening. If you don't know what the fuck is going on, like, if you're just lost, there's no fucking idea. There's no fucking way you're gonna be able to follow the game. Hell, I still sometimes am kind of like having trouble keeping up with fucking watching like the Splatoon World Championships. God, those pros, like, they play so fast. Actually, I was in a conversation after that tournament and like the tournament feedback channel of that Discord server. We were having an interesting conversation about the actual difference between ranks. Because at the end of the day, it's really is your actual play experience that matters more than the letter on the screen, right? But one of the things that came up was that one of the kind of noticeable differences between ranks is the speed of play. The higher you get, the faster things move. Because people have more of a grip on strategy and they're better at balancing between all of the different elements that you have to focus on when you're in a game, right? I just found that very interesting. Anyway. Indeed. He played sloppy as fuck. The reason I lost was due to surprise. He took more risks out there than I did, relying on the fastest, hardest aggro style imaginable to win before I could react. Even in aggro, you don't come blitzing out the gate without buying a single item. Not unless you're willing to bet it all on that strategy. I was overly eager to show you what I've learned. I won, yes, but I cannot be results-oriented in my thinking. I believe we could learn much from you, Queen Bee-san.
Come again?
Okay, who's we exactly? Myself, the Kami of Japan. Onslaught-san, the Kami of the NorCal scene. Foster-san, the Kami of Germany. We are assembling a team. Winds that blow from all directions at once, carrying with them wisdom from across the arcade world. A diverse team for players by players. Oh my god! She's being recruited. But we require an aggro-style champion, a Kami of the East Coast scene in America. We would be deeply honored if Queen Bee-san would joined us. Hey! How's that career looking now? As he offers a deep bow, neither of us know quite how to react to that. Queen Bee speaks up first.
What the?
Hold on, you're offering me a job? That's why you came here? Hi. Yes, indeed. Yeah, she's getting definitely a big upgrade. I have been scouting for talent to complete our team, but I have yet to meet anyone quite like you. You are intense, wild, daring, and exactly what we need. But I could not know for certain until I attempted to surpass you in direct combat. I attempted, and I failed. Winning the match is irrelevant. My play was insufficient. However, if you wish to remain loyal to L7 Gaming, I will understand.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, fuck them. Fuck them right in the ear. I mean, let me look into my contract situation and square things away first, but, you know, I'm interested. Yeah, interested. Just that split second, like, the composure broke, and then she was like, I am a professional. Right in the ear. God, I know, right? What a line. I almost barely saw the hint of the possibility of a glimpse of a smile on the demon just now. And it's gone. Thank you. Please, take all the time you require. Fate willing, we will welcome you as one of our 4 heavenly kings. We will at last have found our queen. With that, he offers one more bow and promptly turns to exit. They didn't trade contact information. Because to the best of my knowledge, they've had no contact with each other before now. I mean, I guess, you know, social media, etc. But that just occurred to me that they didn't say, hey, let's talk over this platform, or something like that. Damn.
Whoa.
Holy shit. Kid, do you know what this means? You're about to be elevated to Arcade God. Your skills will expand dramatically. You don't have to live with your parents. He couldn't let you in on that information. True. True. Probably was not keen on the random arcade floor attendant having his contact info. Although, I mean, Iris had to get in touch with him somehow. Anyway. That's an aside. So, you're about to be elevated to Arcade Godhood. Your skills will expand dramatically, or you don't have to live with your parents. Feeling the first one, I think. That's where I'm kind of leaning. Speak now, forever hold your peace. I have some water and then we'll keep moving. Sure. Alright, here we go. You're about to be elevated to Arcade Godhood? The gutsy option again. Damn, today we're just hitting them all up. You're going to ascend to the holy mountain of Asgard to join your fellow kami in Olympus, home to the spirits above. Or home of the spirits above. I'm pretty sure you're mixing up your pantheons there, kid. But, yeah, this is big. I mean, this is super big for me. Instead of bowing and scraping and begging L7 to let me sit at their table, I get my own fucking table. I want to be carried into Evo by oiled fanboys, raising me high on a plush couch, feeding me grapes, and fanning me with palm leaves. I'm actually reasonably sure Iris could arrange that if you asked her to. Sure thing. I'll get right on. Kidding. I was kidding, Iris. Yeah, I'm kidding too. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I've got a lot to learn before I really know I can hang with them. But now, I've got a future, and it's bright. I'll admit to some relief on hearing I didn't just sink Queen Bee's battleship. But the fact remains that we got lucky. If the demon hadn't been in a generous mood and hadn't been scouting for talent, her career would have been in shambles thanks to me. The demon said it himself. Don't fall for results-oriented thinking. Maybe her future is bright, but it almost wasn't thanks to me. Oh man, who knew being an adult with many important responsibilities instead of a transient floating through life would be this nasty? Kid? You okay there? Yeah, I'm fine. Everything's fine. Shaking the moment off, I do my best to celebrate her achievement. I'm just glad everything worked out. Me too. I was pretty shaken up this morning, truth be told, and I think my performance shows I've got a long way to go. But I'm getting there. Anyway, no sense hiding out back here all night. Let's go mingle with the guests a bit before the party's over. With her confidence restored, Queen Bee strolls to the door to return to the gay merriment crowds. Okay. I feel like we might be close to the end of the day. But I don't know if we're close enough to finish in a reasonable amount of time. Because it is 15 after. I'm tempted to try and keep this going. But I think we'll pause here for today. we'll wrap things up with a little bow on top. Next Wednesday, we shall continue Arcade Spirits. Yes, and next Wednesday, we will probably find out what happened with Percy. Because at the moment, we don't know how his run went. But yes, next Wednesday, Arcade Spirits. This weekend is double Homestuck reread. Yes. Just double checking my calendar. Yes, double Homestuck reread this weekend. And, yeah. Followed by, it was an Arcade Spirits Wednesday. So, yes, as we wait on our toes for HIVESWAP Act 2 to come out. We pass over the halfway line of this month this weekend. Oh, fuck me. Happy Act 6 / Skyrim Day. Skyrim Day? Did Skyrim also come out on this day? I didn't know that. Or I didn't know it was also a Skyrim related thing. I see, cool. Yeah. Happy gamer holiday. Oh, 11/11/11. Of course. Yes. Happy gamer holiday to all of you. I hope that you all enjoyed our little venture today. It was really exciting getting to see the event come together. And that is all for me for this evening. I hope that I will be seeing y'all right back here for Homestuck nonsense this weekend. Once again, apologies for having to cancel last weekend, but thanks so much for your understanding. I was super wiped. It would not have been a good stream if I went on last weekend, but it's gonna be a good stream tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Friday. I mean, technically tomorrow. It's technically Thursday right now in my time zone. Friday. Friday and Saturday. Homestuck rereads. Gonna be good shit. And more good shit next Wednesday. Arcade Spirits. Thanks so much for hanging out. I hope y'all enjoyed adventures today. See you around. Have a lovely rest of your day, whatever you may be getting up to, and good night.